The night stretched endless over the ocean, cold, dark, and full of waiting. Every wave carried echoes of engines and orders, of men who hadn't slept in days. On the radar screens, green lines swept across the dark, searching for ghosts. Every blip, every flicker could be a friend or an enemy, and no one could afford to guess wrong. Inside the command centers, the air buzzed with static and fear. Maps glowed under dim red lights, coastlines traced by trembling fingers. Each symbol on the board was more than a ship or a plane. It was a life, a risk, a decision that could reshape the war. Somewhere far out at sea, captains whispered to their crews. Engines roared to life, and ships began to move, silent silhouettes cutting through fog. They didn't know what waited ahead, only that turning back was no longer an option. Every commander believed his strategy would change everything, but deep down they all felt the same truth. Control was slipping. The tide was shifting. And once the tide turns, no one decides where it goes. Above, the sky burned faintly red, the first sign of dawn or destruction no one could tell. Pilots readied themselves in the quiet before launch, their helmets hiding faces that tried to look fearless. They were told the plan was perfect, but war never follows the plan. Somewhere in the static, a new signal crackled to life. Encrypted, urgent, unknown. Every head turned, every heartbeat paused. The message was short, just coordinates, nothing else. It was enough to change everything. The officers exchanged quick glances, the kind of look soldiers understand without words. In that single moment, the air itself seemed to tighten, a silence so heavy it felt alive. Somewhere deep below, engines stirred again, as if the ocean itself was preparing to answer. Every man knew, whatever those coordinates meant, they would lead straight into the heart of the storm. Something new had entered the battlefield. Something that could decide what comes next. And as the first engine screamed across the sky, one thought echoed through every deck and every heart. This is only the beginning. Because what came next would make every man realize that the storm was far from over. It was only moving east toward the next chapter, and a war that was just beginning to understand its own cost.
Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.